Hey guys, I want to talk to you about something that's going to be really important with the challenge, the JJ challenge. Um, Basically, what I'm going after in this challenge is to focus on stability, and basically meaning strengthening up. Whether your left arm is weaker than your right arm, or your one side of your core is weaker than the other, left leg, right leg, whatever. And create a better balance overall, so that when we move forward into the future, you'll be moving forward evenly instead of continually developing the same stuff. And then after that period, we're also going to be getting into, different types of interval things, cardio, some different speeds, and really working on burning fat. So a lot of the weight training and things we're going to be doing is going to be based off of a different way. It's called TUT, time under tension. How you're going to be lifting. It's going to be a lighter weight, not as many sets of them, but they're going to be a lot higher repetition at a slower rate. So we're really going to try to maximize the lengthening of the muscles and getting that tone that everyone's looking for. But one of the key elements I want to talk about real quick is what we call the basal metabolic rate and the resting metabolic rate. What that means is the amount of calories your body must take in while you're doing absolutely nothing but sleeping or laying around. It's crucial, and a huge reason of why the success in exercise physiology and in general is not what when it fails, it's usually the reason why, and we don't understand it or know it. Well, I've been studying up on it again, and I personally have let myself get go on it, but that's what I want to touch on real quick. It's basically the 70% of your body. Let's say the basal metabolic represents everything except for digestion of food and exercise. So everything else is what it is. So that means you have to take in a certain amount of calories every single day just to replenish what your body does to operate. And that's without you doing anything extra. So sleeping, your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, your skin, your teeth, your bones, all your cells, all of that stuff is constantly operating and it's burning about 70% of your calories. So we must eat a certain amount of food every day to meet that minimum requirement. And how we find that, one of the big methods we use that's been around for the longest period of time is called the Harris-Benedict equation. And that's also a difference between that and the BMI. BMI is basically equation that the doctors use that is based off your height and weight, but it doesn't account into your activities and stuff. The BMR does consider that. The resting is just what you do with your body burns that 70%. The BMR is what it is total. So once you understand that number, then we can go, you want to be about 300 to 400 under that BMR, you'll lose weight. You want to be over that number if you want to gain weight. And the bottom line is we must reach the resting so that your body doesn't go into fat storage and start eating itself. And right now, what we're doing a lot of is not eating enough. So therefore, all the working out and everything considered, all the working out and all the stuff, we are not eating. We can be eating proper, but it's not enough. So your body, even though it's proper, will be going into storage mode. So you'll basically be storing fat, burning, or trying to break that down. Storing, burning, storing, burning. So you'll just rest idle. You might lose some inches and things like that, which is still good because your nutrition is better. But ultimately, we want to be able to balance that out so your body does not go into that mode. And the app, before I run out, the app that's going to be key to that is the MyFitnessPal. I did the Harris-Benedict equation. I did a couple other equations, and they're all similar as far as the numbers. A couple off here and there because it measures the Harris-Benedict is basically your age, your height, your weight, and then it takes in your lifestyle activity, like if you sit at a desk or if you work construction, and then it takes basically how many calories you burn in a workout, and take half of those, and you put all that stuff together, and it breaks down to what your numbers are. MyFitnessPal, if you do it correct and complete, basically gives you that number. So what we've been doing wrong, and most people got excited about with it, it gives you a goal based off the activity, height, age, blah, 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 all that. And the goal is, say, 1,800 calories. But what a lot of us do is we come in under that 1,800 calories. Say you did 16 or 1,500 calories, and it says at the end, you were under your goal for the day. And a lot of people go, yes, I was under my goal. That's the problem. We need to look at MyFitnessPal totally different now. It already calculated, it already equated where you need to be to lose 2 pounds or 1 pound or 1.5 pounds. That goal is actually what you want to reach. You must reach that goal if you want to lose that, because if you don't, your body is going to store. It's going to slow down. It's going to go against what you want. You want to get to that goal. If you want to see what your basal is without, just take, when you set it up, it's in the goals section on MyFitnessPal on the left. You could put 0 weight or just to maintain where you are after you set everything up, and it'll show you those calories. That's where you must be and come under that for that. But once you start adding in your exercise and activity levels and all that stuff, it gives you that goal, and that goal is what you want to reach for. You'll see it when you put your exercise in, it'll decrease and you eat. So the trick is to balance that out and actually reach that goal. You don't want to necessarily blow over it because it already calculated it, but you want to reach the goal now. You want to get up to it. So that's going to be a big thing. And it's so hard for people because one of the biggest issues with weight loss that people in their minds want to do is lose weight by eating less. But what we're not equating is your body needs fuel. If you fuel your body, it will operate and it will burn. If you don't fuel it, it will store and it will save. So most of us that are with Herbalife and using nutrition, that still is a key. It's the meals that we eat and the snacks and in-betweens that we're having, and the amount that we're taking in with exercise. We have to consider all of that more, and we need to increase what we're doing in order for us to maximize and put our body at its optimal levels. And I think that's where we're lacking and what I'm going to be focusing on. So I'm going to continue to talk about this because I know it's going to be a lot of questions on it. I'll even give you the equation and you can do your numbers yourself. But the MyFitnessPal it's a part of this challenge. We need to literally log every day as it's going to show up everything, and trust it. I'm going to trust it. I'm going for a hardcore this time, and I'm going to actually try to reach the goals instead of being under it. And let's see how this pans out. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll get this challenge thing up for you guys soon. Thanks.